Oh, what a pleasure and privilege it is to have this opportunity of sharing with you and celebrating 60 years of a presence, a UU presence in Tampa, Florida, and doing so from my home here in Dover, New Hampshire. As many, if not all among you may know, I came to Tampa in the early 1960s to serve as the first settled minister of the fellowship as it changed to its status as a church. I came from Binghamton, New York. Tampa offered a new and much different challenge. A change in status, of course, but also to be a growing force for social change in the issues that were convulsing the South at that time. They had already taken very significant steps in that journey when they discovered that they were no longer welcome as tenants at the Tampa Women's Club because they had an interracial membership. They looked about, pooled their resources, and perched what I believe a new home for themselves. I believe it was a former Episcopal church. It became their home for celebration and fellowship and church school. I arrived to find an enthusiastic group of determined, independent individuals, many with colorful personal stories to tell. Oh, there was Gene Pulno. Without any provocation, he would tell you how he single-handedly ended the influence of the Ku Klux Klan in Florida. Oh, you see, he was a union organizer up in the central part of the state. And they tarred and feathered him and ran him out of town. But he wasn't a black man. He was white. That was too much for white sensibilities at the time. And then there was Francisco Rodriguez, a well-known Tampa attorney, a civil rights attorney, who had successfully defended a young black man of murder charges of a white woman before an all-white jury. And then there was Martin Sachs. I believe he was the driving force of that fellowship. He helped them achieve the many accomplishments they had already made. He was a district director of the NLRB, a man with infectious humor and unlimited enthusiasm. But my favorite memory of person was Ida Freeman, or better known as Chickie Freeman. In earlier years, she had been a performer with the Ringling Brothers Circus, leaping from high platforms into small puddles of water. I found myself rather soon involved in all of the civil rights issues of the community. I wound up on the board of the Tampa Urban League and the NAACP and the Human Relations Council. Whenever a individual was murdered in the civil rights struggle in the South, the NAACP would hold a memorial service on the steps of the courthouse. I was the white clergy presence for those events. I found myself also on talk radio and TV discussing not only the civil rights issues, but a woman's right to choose, the Memorial Society, and reflections on my own experiences in Selma. My prayer for you is that there be many more years of a UU presence in Tampa, providing a community of comfort and support for individuals in the search for peace, freedom and justice, and a better place for the world to come.